It's definitely been a while since I've done one of these ground hopping videos where I visit numerous stadiums in a day. I've done them in Scotland, I've done them in Hungary, I've done them in the north of England, but I haven't done one down the south of England, specifically the area that I'm in now. I've been staying with friends and family over the last week or so here in the south of England, close to where I grew up, which is why I'm starting here today. And you couldn't get a more fitting name of a stadium for what I'm going to try and demonstrate today than this one here, the home of Tring Athletic Football Club, where they play here at the Grassroots Stadium. I love football of all different levels and give so much coverage to smaller, more grassroots levels of football through my channel, because if it wasn't for these places and these clubs, then yeah, we wouldn't have the football ecosystem that we have in this country that is so exciting and makes up everything from non-league and, like I say, grassroots football all the way up to Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool in the Premier League. Beautiful sunny day here as well in England. Wow, I've lost my sunglasses, which have been in so many vlogs, and I wish I had them now. But yeah, an amazing day here, and I will of course be trying to get into as many stadiums as I can today, as many as I can access. And look, here we go. This one does seem to be shut, but we will be visiting many more. But look inside the home of Tring FC. Really nice little ground. And amazing to be, yeah, just discovering and exploring all these new little places again. And we'll see if we can find anyone around here. Try and get in a bit of the shade, hang on. Oh, it's so bright, I can actually see now. Let's see if we can pop the GoPro up there. I won't be able to see until this vlog is edited, of course, but... well, here we go. A wall small enough for even me to look over. Wow. And yeah, so this club here, as you can see, a little stand. Oh, there's a little stand over there, over the touchline there. And there's one just over there on the other touchline near the dugouts. And then there is one terraced stand behind the goal. It's a lovely, beautiful little scene here that we've got in Tring. But yeah, more about the club. They're currently in the South, or the Spartan South Midlands League rather, which is the 9th tier of English football. They were formed in 1958, originally as Tring Youth Athletic Football Club, or just Tring Youth FC. In their earliest years as a football club in the 1950s, they would only field players under 21 years of age. And Alan Hansen hadn't been watching them clearly, as they went on to win 3 of their first 5 league titles, or 3 of 5 league titles when they were playing with players just under the age of 21, as they were called, of course, Tring Youth, or Tring Athletic Youth, Tring Youth Athletic, something along those lines. But a lovely little stadium here. A shame we can't get in, a shame we can't chat to anyone, but that is the whole point of these videos, the spontaneity, not knowing what's going to happen. I'll see you down at the next ground very shortly. The next football club I have come to visit is here at Creasey Park Community Football Centre, or Football Stadium, home of Dunstable Town FC and AFC Dunstable. Dunstable Town, I think, are the main club that play here. AFC Dunstable may be a different club that play here. Look, both of their badges are right here. But I do believe that Dunstable Town are the biggest club in the town of Dunstable, which is where I am now. And there's AFC's Dunstable's badge. You can see how much it costs to come in. £6, £3 and £3. Not bad, bit of a bargain if you see some goals. But the gate is open. Let's try our luck. Hi there. Hello, mate. Yeah, good, how are you? Good stuff. Am I right just to walk around the stadium? And so look at that, the luck of the draw is, so far we have been to 2 stadiums and we've got inside of one. There's a few people here knocking about. I'm working at the club today, and here I am now inside the home of Dunstable Town FC, and AFC Dunstable as well, I believe as well. But yeah, as I was going to say to you on the way in, Dunstable Town Football Club are around about the same level as Tring. I think they play in the same league, the 9th tier of football. However, this team here are way older than Tring, who were formed in the 1950s. Dunstable Town are older than Juventus, PSG, Liverpool and Man United. So this football club here, I doubt they've played at this very stadium for their entire history, but the team itself outdates and predates Liverpool, Man U, PSG, Juventus. Huge. It is a genuinely weird feeling, like vlogging, not just in different areas of the UK, but where I'm from. Just during lockdown, it's all I ever wanted to do. As much as I love Scotland and I've engrossed myself in the game, I've always wanted to be as diverse as possible when I come to when I'm filming things. But why am I laughing? Well, just look at this. This has got to be the smallest terraced stand in all of the UK. But look, you can just imagine a few Dunstable ultras here standing in the Dunstable Cop on a big day against Tring or something like that, cheering on the boys in blue and white, I guess they play in. But yeah, these are the kind of scenes that you see when you come here. Yes, we all love going to Anfield and Old Trafford and the Emirates and the Etihad, but you can't see little stands like that when you go there. And as I make my way around the perimeter here, I need to tell you about Dunstable Town's most famous player of all time, George Best. Yes, one of the greatest players of all time, Northern Ireland's George Best, has played for Manchester United, of course, and won numerous competitions and things as a player. Played here for Dunstable Town. He was on loan in the 1970s, but only ever played 2 games for them, both of which were friendlies. So he never played a competitive game for them, but Dunstable Town, with their very striking badge, can say that George Best has played for him. A massive, massive thank you to award-winning football technology and ticketing company Fanbase for sponsoring today's video. If you've seen a lot of my Scottish videos, you'll have heard me talk about Fanbase before, I'm sure. But if you're a football lover like myself who loves to go and watch football of all different levels, then Fanbase is one of the best places to go for that, because of how many clubs that they have and how many tickets you can buy of clubs of all different levels up and down the country. They are mainly based in Scotland, but are just starting to open up and have 1 or 2 English clubs on their books now. So expect to see a lot more coming from them in the future. There aren't just huge benefits for fans like you and I who want to go and buy tickets for football matches when using Fanbase, but also for the clubs themselves as well. They help to digitalise the stadiums of non-league teams. They help their fans get tickets on their phone rather than have to turn up and buy. In the world that we live in right now, that couldn't be more important. And yeah, they're helping to get fans back to stadiums safely and help grow clubs' revenues by allowing them to digitalise their data and the people that are buying tickets and all great stuff like that. But yeah, I'm here now at Kenilworth Road, which is one of the most intriguing stadiums that you can just see in there. One of the most intriguing stadiums. But yeah, Fanbase, please do check them out. All their information is below. Go give them a follow on Twitter or Instagram, and yeah, go check out the website or download the app if you want to go and watch some football and buy some tickets through there. But yeah, if you are associated with a club, then why not get in touch as well and see what Fanbase can do, because yeah, their services and what they offer will really modernise your club. Now, yeah, here at Luton, one of the biggest teams we're going to see today. Do I go that way or that way? I'm not quite sure, but look, you can see the pitch through there, and this is one ground that I've wanted to come and see for a very, very long time. Let's try this way. Come on, let's go. Luton Town, just looking at the table, are currently 5th in the Championship, behind only Coventry, West Brom, Fulham and Bournemouth. So yeah, their fans will be looking at the playoffs and potentially even automatic promotion. And if you look at this place, the ground doesn't quite strike me as Premier League quality, I will be honest. Although I do love these grounds, I never come and slag grounds off. That's not what I'm about. I love them. I find the positives in them. I love how old and classic it is and how it's still all around the houses. But I do think they are building a new stadium, Luton. And if they're to progress as a club, I mean, without being rude, you can probably see why. They're 5th in the Championship. If they want to get into the Prem, they're going to have to yeah, move somewhere new, and I think they are supposed to be. From what I've heard, I know a couple of Luton fans, they've been talking about it for years. I don't know why they're still here, how long it's taken, etc. Again, Luton fans usually know a lot more about this than I can find out, so if you are a Luton supporter, do stick it in the comment section below. But I love these old grounds. I hate when they get rid of them. I'd rather they develop them, but let me know what the sitch is. Luton are actually quite a successful side and have won a handful of kind of bigger trophies in their past. They've been champions of 3 of England's top 4 tiers, the only exception being the top tier. In 1988, they beat Arsenal to win the League Cup at Wembley, and would sadly go on to not play in Europe because of that. That was still during the ban on English teams in Europe during the Heysel era, after the Heysel disaster rather, between Liverpool and Juventus fans in Belgium at the European Cup final. They then lost the 1989 League Cup final against Forest, and exactly 30 years before that final, in 1959, they lost the FA Cup, also against Forest. A bit unlucky to have faced Forest in 2 finals and have lost both of them, but they did beat Arsenal in 1 final, and like I say, missed out in Europe only because of English clubs' bans within European competition. And we've literally just come out of that little lane there where that man is, and look, you would never be able to tell there was a stadium around here, but this is what I've been wanting to come to Luton to see. Look at that, within the terraced housing of Luton is the stand. I think this is where the away fan, yeah, there you go, visiting supporters only. I knew there was a visiting supporters entrance which was literally within the houses of Luton. Just look at this. Absolutely mad, isn't it? That is English football to a T. Yeah, it's really unique and really strange to see, and probably one of the most unique stadiums in England due to the entrance for the away stand here. And it does kind of feel like, you know, if you were a hello mate, if you were a away fan, or if you were someone who owned one of these houses, it feels like you'd go into your house and be within the stand. Like, look, it's like people's windows there. What the hell, how does it work? How do you go in and sit in the stand but not in someone's living room? It looks like, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, and maybe you can there. Look, there's some stairs literally just like up there, which make me think you'd go up to a stand, and like anything that's a house on this side you wouldn't be able to see into the stadium. I have no idea. But yeah, what a weird little ground Luton have here in and around the houses of the town. I can understand why, if they want to move to a new stadium, they'll have to, and they couldn't develop. Again, just the space around it just makes it sort of impossible, I'd imagine. But yeah, really cool place, and one that I'm glad I've finally seen through the lens of my GoPro, my other camera. I'll have to come back for a game soon. Yeah, I'll see you down at the next stadium, which I think will make us halfway through. I've got 8 to visit. This is the 3rd. See you at the 4th. It's been a genuinely beautiful day to come and film. It really has. The weather today is unbelievable, and we're coming up to stadium number 4 just now, the home of St Albans City FC. They play here at Clarence Park, and it's open, and I'm going to get a right good look at this place. So I think St Albans are the 2nd biggest team we've seen today so far, after Luton, who are the biggest, who are in the Championship. The other 2, I think, were below the level that St Albans are, which is the National League South, so 6th tier of English football. Fairly big team, who I've heard of before. And yeah, just I've got a couple of interesting facts and stats to tell you about the club, as of every club I come to today. But yeah, just look at this old stand. Look how like enclosed it is. Dark, kind of dingy in a way, but beautiful as well. You guys know, or some of the regular viewers will know, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Maybe you'll know a few things about me. But yeah, regular viewers will know how much I love poles of uncertainty. And look how many there are. There's like tens of poles that would get in your way when you're watching the game here, but that isn't a negative. I love it. Look, even the dugouts get in the way. It adds a little bit of a surprise to the game, as a player can run into the ball with the pole and you don't know what's going on. Someone completely different can come out of it. I absolutely love it. I love the wooden floor as well. Wooden seats? No wooden seats anymore. I imagine it would have been back in the day. They're plastic now, but I'm going to keep walking around the stadium as there's more I've got to tell you. There's quite a few people here today, and they're preparing for a big game that they have coming up. One of the biggest games. Just chatting to the chairman just briefly there as I was walking around the stadium. There's so many people knocking about around there, around the other side of the stadium, and in that building just there as well. They're preparing for their big game against Forest Green Rovers, which is coming up in the FA Cup. But yeah, this is why I love these videos. You just get to come and meet different people and see who's in, see what stadiums are open. We've had a 50% record so far. We've still got quite a few to go to. But yes, let me just tell you, as we're on the subject of the FA Cup, about the club's probably greatest achievement or story. Probably their greatest story. Just bear with me 2 seconds while I set up the GoPro. Arguably the biggest match in the club's history was on the 22nd of November in 1922. It was the 4th qualifying round of the FA Cup, and they played Dulwich Hamlet here at Clarence Park. So they've been here for a very, very long time. Yeah, this isn't a modern stadium, as I showed you with that stand over there. It's old, but I love it. Yeah, they played Dulwich Hamlet and they drew, which means they had to play a replay. A halfback had to play for them in goal, as their New Zealand-born goalkeeper didn't actually turn up for the match. Maybe if he was an actual goalkeeper and not a defender, not like an actual outfield player playing in goal, they wouldn't have conceded 8 on the day. But what's so significant about them conceding 8? Well, a man called Wilfred Minter scored 7 for St Albans that day, making him the highest scoring player in an FA Cup match, but not to win the game. So yes, he scored 7 goals in an FA Cup match, but they lost 8-7. And that is a little story about St Albans City here. A really, really cool club with quite a big fan base. I was chatting to the chairman, he was saying they get about 1,000 per game just now, and their game against Forest Green in the Cup should have 4,000, and he's hoping it puts them on the map. I've been to Marine and can see what a good cup run can do for a club the size of a Marine or of a St Albans City. But yeah, look at that, a beautiful sunny day here. See you at ground number 5 very shortly. And I've done a few of these ground hopping videos before, as I've already said, and I've not had a success rate like this. Over 50% we're in. I had quite a successful Highland one once, but here we are now at the ground of Billericay Town. This is a club I've wanted to look around for a long time. Yeah, wide open. There's a few people around there, so I'm going to go chat to them. But yeah, I'll show you around in a second. And look at this. There's a bit of a history lesson about Billericay Town, which I'll take you through here. This wall. See, like, this gate is open. Absolutely loving this. But in 1620, the Mayflower set sail for the New World, of which members of the Billericay community were on board. Look at that, the ship setting sail for its trying to find new worlds in 1620. The club were then founded in 1880, and look, you can see on the badge there is the ship, which must be the Mayflower, of which, of course, look, members of Billericay were on there. And here we go, look, Billericay Town was founded in 1880. The ground was named the New Lodge. Many successes and cups. That is the old Wembley. There never used to be an arch at Wembley like there is now, but it was 2 towers. And what did they win there? They won the FA Vase a few times. Oh, yeah, look at that. FA Vase champions, 76, 77, 79. So 3 years in the 70s. And then it says up there, look, the little dark area. That's really, this is a brilliantly put together mural of the club's history. You got the light here, you know, the sea and the light and the ocean, etc. But then look at this, the darkness as the club declined with time. Frustration and despair by the fans in hope of a better future. I wonder when that was. And look, it seems like something's been rubbed out here or not quite finished. But it does say, never give in, never give up, be selfless, honest. Galvanise the community, won an FA Cup run, FA Trophy. And here we go, the dream. Together we sail as one. Together we sail as one. It looks like there was a new badge, maybe. And a new beginning. And the rise, growth of the club. So something must have happened. There must have been a big decline with the club. Again, if you are a fan of any of the clubs I'm visiting today, please do let me know a little bit of history about them. Yeah, I love to know about these things and about these clubs, but here's the badge of Billericay now, and this fantastic mural here. Amazing facilities they have for the level that they are. I knew a little bit about Billericay from a few of the big names that they've had in the past, but yeah, the facilities here just seem absolutely phenomenal. Literally, this stadium here is better than some Scottish Premiership stadiums. Obviously isn't as big, probably doesn't hold as many people as all the Scottish Prem stadiums, but in terms of just the way it is kept and, you know, the way it seems to be run and how clean and how lovely it is, it does seem like it could be up there in Scottish terms, in terms of stadiums. But again, I don't like to compare England and Scotland in negative ways. Yeah, it's always just interesting to compare the facilities and the clubs that are down here compared to up north. Of course, I'm an Englishman who lives in Scotland. I love Scottish clubs, I love English clubs as well. But yeah, always just interesting to compare the two. Over the past few years, Billericay Town have seen some massive names come through the gates here. Charismatic owner Glenn Tamplin funded some huge signings like Paul Konchesky, Jermaine Pennant and Jamie O'Hara. I think Jamie O'Hara was even manager here, but yeah, small non-league club like this bringing in some massive names who have played in the Premier League. Despite some big names coming through the doors and some different ownership changes and some big money and some big promises made to the fans, the club are currently 19th out of 21 teams in the National League South. And that is England's 6th tier. But yeah, look, I absolutely love it. Sitting here, look, just taking a seat with you guys inside of Billericay Town. I believe their stadium is called the New Lodge, but yeah, a bit more of a montage and I'll see you at the next round soon. And it looks like one of the coaches is just turning up here for maybe a training session later today. And I need to show you the pitch. As you may be able to see, that is not real grass. It is a 3G pitch that they have here at Billericay Town. And yeah, that is something that I'm not used to seeing on these videos that I come and explore around England. You don't see many plastic pitches in England. In Scotland, they're everywhere. They're even in the top tier. Hamilton and Kilmarnock got relegated last season, but they both have plastic pitches. They were in the Prem last year. Livingston currently have one in the Prem up there, as do, yeah, a number of clubs in League One, League Two, and all throughout the non-leagues as well. I just think from a financial standpoint, it makes sense for clubs in Scotland to have plastic pitches, whereas, look, in England, you just don't see them that often. But here we go, look, here are the little black balls that get stuck in your shoes. Plastic pitch here. You don't see many of them. And so plastic pitches and Jermaine Pennant, Paul Konchesky, Jamie O'Hara and the badge and the history of the club aside, I know Billericay through Gavin and Stacey. I don't know if you're the same, maybe you're not from the UK so you won't get that reference, but there was a programme here in the UK called Gavin and Stacey. Stacey is from Wales, Gavin is from Essex, but whereabouts in Essex? Billericay. I wonder if he ever came here with Smithy and the lads to watch a match. See you at the next stadium very soon. Look how kind the stadium gods have been to me today. Chelmsford City is club number 6, I think, of which 4 we've got inside of. So, Chelmsford City, let's see what you're all about, shall we? Wish me luck. Chelmsford City champions. When's this from? 1972, the Essex Chronicle. Yeah, I'm in Essex right now, look at that. And I know this might not seem a lot to you guys coming here and looking around Chelmsford City, but for me, a massive football fan, it means a lot, especially after all the lockdowns and stuff, even yeah, having all our freedom stripped away. Just being here and being able to travel around the UK freely just fills me with immense joy. And here looks like it's the tunnel for the players, which yeah, they must pull out on a match day, of course. But look at this. This isn't just a football stadium, as you can see. I did say I wouldn't go on the pitch. The lady in reception was very, very nice and accommodating, but did say that I couldn't go on the grass, which is completely fair enough. But let's go up into the stand and get a better view, because look, as you can see, everyone's favourite thing to see at a football stadium, a running track. Now, this is an old football club. In 1878, the Lawn Tennis and Croquet Association of Chelmsford wanted to keep their players fit during the winter, and thus they started a football team, which this is the home of that football team that I'm in right now. So they were born out of a tennis and croquet club. Mad. They went pro in the 1930s, and that is when they added the city to their name. But initially, when they were the lawn and the lawn bowls and the tennis, or the lawn tennis and croquet club form of the football club, it was just Chelmsford FC. But now they've added the city. And what do we have down here? You can just walk in and around the ground. And they get another team that we're seeing today that are in the National League South. So we've been to quite a few of them today. 6th tier team. Their record run in the FA Cup saw them get to the 4th round, where they lost against Birmingham City, but they did beat Southampton in the run to getting there. Despite their non-league history, in the most baffling news of this video, they have actually played in a continental competition before. World Cup, Serie A, FA Cup, Cup Winners' Cup, and World Cup winner Jimmy Greaves played here when they played in Europe. Europe in inverted commas. He played for this club here, Chelmsford, during a stage when they were part of the Anglo-Italian Cup. And let me tell you a few of the teams they played. Lecce, Bari, Cremonese, Sorry, pronunciation, not good as usual. But yeah, they did play a lot of Italian teams in an Italian competition. They've got to bring that competition back. They've got to have European competition for non-league teams. Let's set it up. But yeah, here at Chelmsford now, it is about 4:30 in the afternoon, I believe. And it is a lovely, beautiful day, as you can see. However, it is starting to get a little bit dark. It's starting to get a little bit ominous. Yeah, only 4:30 and it's starting to get dark. It's tragic. Summer is over. Winter is almost here. I did have to wear my gloves for a game just recently. Tragic, innit? So yeah, please do remember to hit that like button. I've travelled a lot today. I've still got a couple of grounds to go to. This is 6 of 8 that I'll be visiting today. Yeah, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. A lot of effort goes into making these videos. Please, if you're new as well, subscribe. My name is Sam. I run this YouTube channel called Footy Adventures. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter if you want to see what I'm up to on a more regular basis. I do try and upload maybe 4 or 5 YouTube videos a week, but on the days that I do and don't upload, I'm always on Twitter. I'm always updating my Insta story as well. So yeah, if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, you can find me on there. And you can tell it's getting late in the day now due to the light, which is quickly going, but also the fact that the home of Braintree is currently shut. And let me tell you a little quick thing about Braintree before we go and head to our last club of the day, which is a Football League club, by the way. But yeah, look, Braintree, the badge there. So they have been through quite a few name changes in the past, but were first known as Manor Works in 1898. There you go. Boom. And yeah, they were a works team, hence their nickname, the Iron. And you can see there, look, a very industrial looking badge with what looks like to be a stack from one of the factories plus a floodlight from the stadium. So lovely, tying it in to the workers of what used to be the old football club in 1898 to yeah, the football, and what it all links in and ties in together. Absolutely loved it. And something else that you see at a lot of the Vanarama National League North, South and National stadiums is like these signs here, which have the Vanarama logos and the National League logo all across it. I've seen these at Chorley and at quite a lot of clubs today as well, actually. But yes, Braintree here is ground number 7 of the day. Let's go and find ground number 8. This is the only place I'm going to be able to film here at Stevenage, I'm pretty sure, because it is the only place with any decent light. The GoPro is awful under poor light conditions, but the last stadium of the day is Stevenage. Look at that, home of the borough. I think they're called Stevenage Borough FC, aren't they? But yeah, again, so cool just to be able to come to all these places at the moment. I did think it'd be a little bit closer to, where was my last ground? Chelmsford? No, Braintree it was. Trying to yeah, work out where I am and stuff. Yeah, my last ground was at Braintree. I did think it'd be a little bit closer than that, but yeah, look how dark it's getting now. Finishing off the day here at a Football League club. Stevenage are currently in League 2. They're about 5 or 6 places off the bottom, so they are in a bit of a scrap at the moment for relegation. All the best to Stevenage. I hope you stay up. The stadium here has a capacity, not that you'd really be able to tell it from this part of my video, of about 8,000 people. They've won a couple of conference titles and a couple of FA vases or FA trophies. I've got it written down. FA trophies. There you go. They've won a few non-league competitions as well as the National League, and they are now in the Football League as well. I hope you've enjoyed today. I've shown you a little bit of diversity between clubs here in England, in southern England. Yes, kind of close to the area I was brought up. We've seen clubs like Tring and Dunstable, all the way up to Football League clubs like Stevenage and Luton. Yeah, if there's anywhere else you want me to go, or if you enjoy these ground hopping videos, want me to go to a different area of the country, then just drop it in the comment section below. I'm always up for hearing what you guys want me to do. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out Fanbase if you're a club and you need to digitalize your stadium and sort out digital tickets and memberships, and you want to increase your season ticket holders and increase your general attendances, then then get in contact with Fanbase, because they are one of the best companies in the UK, if not the best, at doing just that for you clubs out there. And if you're a fan, you want to go and watch some football, download the app and buy some tickets. Thank you so much from me here at dark old Stevenage. Cheers and goodbye.